The bullet times can be quite strong into a composition like this. But there's a lot of ways to stop her from channeling it. There's a lot of poke.
Yeah.
You know, she is outranged here. I'm going to have to heavily lean towards Dplus KIA getting the better draft. I actually like the Bulldog techs the first strike into this because he has the range advantage and is just going to be looking to farm. And Dudu may be in trouble.
Well, they're going to be able to get the charge into the wall. Dudu is lit on fire as aiming, trying to get out of the way. Not going to be able to stack up enough, though, as you can see. So Dudu, 100 health underneath this turret. Let's see how Shiu's going to go underneath his. Able to dodge out of the way of the Winter's Wrath, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Berserker takes that one. That's going to be first blood over to the DN Freecs. But the answering kill does eventually come in. Top laners' lives continue to be a living hell.
If you're Atlas,
that's Grubs, not Grits.
Yes.
Got it.
Just to make it clear.
Well, right now, Lucid is going to throw some bowling balls. Barrel's in a lot of trouble. Steadfast Presence lasts a bit longer than that life, unfortunately, as ShowMaker makes his way in. Let's see whether the Superplex is going to be in position as the big one, almost actually ending Barrel's life before they can really start off the fight. But as you can see, DK with control of the area. They are going to be able to grab one of these. There's the Phase Breaker and the Superplex. Big punch to the noggin. Still, ShowMaker may be going down for this one as the Hail of Arrows comes in. Great ulti there from Dudu as the flash out from aiming. And Life is the one now in trouble. Shiu in that front line. It is an absolute mess. This first Dragon, that is going to put them well in position. That wasn't in position, though, unfortunately. The public execution no one turned up for, as it turned out.
I just noticed that we don't have the gold lead UI up today for some reason.
Oh yeah, we don't.
Because I was wondering how behind aiming is with this yes.
Oh dear, Dudu taking a nap. This is not the time to be sleeping. As he's gonna have to put that flash on cooldown once again. Solar Flare, beautiful position as Lucid comes in and answers the kill, but that is another one that's fighting the dust. And Live says thank you very much. At top lane if they're playing him at all, as far as what I can see.
And that's a lot of poke from aiming here in the initial part of this fight. The positioning here is really good for Berserker. It's hard to enter these Grubs.
Yeah, ooh, Chains of Corruption going to get the flash out from Live. As ShowMaker making his way in. They just turn onto Barrel immediately, though. Life down exceptionally low, but it doesn't seem to matter. Man advantage is going to be there for the DN Freecs, and they should be able to grab all of these Grubs. That's going to be 5-1.
That was really well played by the DN Freecs. The positioning was fantastic.
With puns.
So,
I feel like you've missed the point.
Okay, hold up.
Okay, it's another Solar Flare onto Barrel. Gonna get Chain CC'd as Shiu's gonna try and make his way in. Decent heroic charge, but I think Barrel's still dead. Does flash, gets himself out of the way as it's nap time for Bulldog. Oh God, that was too many things thrown at the Corky. And he is gonna go down.
Definitely puts a dent in the advantage they were looking for. Still 800 gold up though.
Oh dear, Steadfast Presence almost blocks the stun, but there is too much CC to come on through here. Bulldog turns up and Barrel's dead yet again. Just backing in the wrong spot. And that might mean that this turret goes down as well, wasting no time. It was going to be that they can turn into a dragon, grab the feats of strength that way, but they're going to be able to get first turret blood as Chains of Corruption come down. Make a rain here from Berserker just to deter aiming.
I mean, look at how much value the Bloodthirster gives Berserker in this situation. No one has upgraded.
Live flashing forward, Lucid able to walk out of the way. Of course, he walked pretty quickly as Bambi, as the big one does rain down. Are they going to be able to get in here? ShowMaker just running forward. There's the Phase Breaker. It is going to be Lucid that locks down the Dragon. But can they win the fight? That's the question. Flash out here from ShowMaker. Superplex to get Life out of the fight. Very, very low. There's the double sleeve. Lucid gets the watch out heap. And they do need to watch out. Dudu trying to fight 3, but he still has to flash away. And Berserker's under the turret, but I don't know whether that safety is. There it is. The Q comes through. Watch out heap yet again as Lucid gets the triple.
Lucid is popping off Atlas! 3 kills after the Dragon Steal. The sleep is fantastic. It does so much damage in this fight. Really, only Life had that. No one else had upgraded boots at the time, so it's not really a big spike they hit. Obviously, getting the turret gold and all is nice, and having it for later on is damage right now.
Yeah, and Shiu's going to be able to take down this turret, and that's going to even things out as far as that is concerned. And in fact, gives them a turret lead. The money that just came in for DK. It's not over yet. As Lucid looking to make his way in, aiming going to be joining as well. Oh dear, this could be a real rough time. Superplex comes in from ShowMaker. The turret going to start getting angry here, but it's Lucid that made it upset. And so they're going to go 1-for-1. Berserker turns up at the right time here as ShowMaker realizes he's not really going to be able to do too much about this. And there he goes. The Winter's Wrath is going to bear down on him. And it's Pioshik that grabs the kill.
And they will be punished for it, so
I'm really surprised. Like, how did ShowMaker not get turret aggro there?
It was really weird. Let's watch it again because there was also like some anti-synergy between his ultimate and Aiming's.
Top fight underneath the turret.
Oh.
Hopefully he does have an opportunity for it this time around as Glacial Prison comes down and engage onto the set. Not exactly optimal. Has changed it. Corruption comes in and pop goes the Leona. Xiu able to get himself out of this one as well as he dives forward. There's a very sleepy Corki. And the watch out heap comes down yet again. Lucy going to help grab that kill. It's actually the set that collects a bowling ball from downtown. I think we're giving that at least a spare, even if Yoshik doesn't go down. Berserker gets them away from the inner turret, and Xiu, oh, the snipe! You're not allowed to do that. The little gates were coming down, Wolf. Well, they're looking for it. Remember, the amount of shred from this Otacon is so dangerous. Bulldog's going to turn up. That is going to be the skewer here, but Dudu into that backline is looking very scary. Beryl going to get revived, and remember, this is Voracious Otacon, so they can just be here and die, but they're not even doing that. DK is still going to be able to win. Life is burning, burning, burning. It's a pirouette from Lucid to finish him off. Early game was so good, and now DK are just kind of ignoring them and winning the game.
Well, I think DNF should have made a different call here, you know? It's a solid build. I like this version.
Yep, and they also have just a lot of damage in the Lilia and the Varus.
The problem with going for that Otacon contest is you end up giving so much control plus the res.
Yeah, and also it's basically a flip, right? Like if you don't get that smite at the end, then you just lose the team fight because no matter what, DK are going to win it as Xiu going to be just heading back home. Still had that buff.
Never win that fight. I mean, they have res too.
It was kind of a losing situation.
Exactly. I just don't think they should have opted in, and now they may lose the game over it.
Well, Dudu has a decent flank angle. The inhibitor turret is going to go down. Some health bars are low, but remember, Voracious Otacon. He exists. Snoozing time as Kershik looks to try and get out of there. Bulldog also wanting to go back to the fountain for quite a while.
Dudu wanted the inhibitor so badly, but they're not going to throw over it. They're not going to overextend and give a ton of gold over. They'll still just kite back here and take the dragon. So good patience there by Dplus. Yep, and I mean, I think this game, what's so sad about it is it just all comes down to one team fight in the mid lane and then DNF doubling down on Otacon, where they had such a great early game. Like you mentioned, they had all the objectives. They had a Corki get 2-item spike with Berserker having a really nice free early game.
You know, dot and T's and cross and I's, or the other way around, or whatever.
Yeah, and they're just very carefully going to take this turret out here. No one's in the bottom lane pushing the inhibitor. They just want to continue to poke because they have insane poke.
No.
Just want to let everyone know I'm accurate, even though if it doesn't make sense. I can hit the set.
Well, they can also hit the Baron. That's going to go down extraordinarily quickly. Lilia very, very good at killing that. And DNF, they don't even really know yet that that one's going down as they get rid of the Sejuani. They get rid of the Baron. They're going to get rid of Life as well. The bowling ball goes over the top. That was a bit of a trick shot there, you could say, as Lucid going to hit that Q onto Bulldog to make it. I don't know about the bullet time positioning there, but Berserker just trying to get them out of the way as Xiu goes in, and oh god, these wallets are absurdly heavy. Dudu's wondering what the heck he's supposed to do. And Lucid, yeah, the watch out, not even going to be the thing that kills him because he smote him in the air. And this is going to be the end of this game. DK looking fantastic, coming alive in that mid game and really not letting go of this one.
Yeah, I really do feel like this was a winnable game for DNF despite a really tough draft, but could not actually get it to work as going a bit deep here.
Yeah, Life is likely to die, although does have the flash, so may not be falling down just yet. Gets onto the fountain, but these Nexus turrets, they're not going to be respawning this time around, guys. It's just going to be the Nexus going down, and Beryl playing up in the faces of DNF, and DK still looking real good. After their initial victory, able to take down the DN Freecs here in game number 1. We'll see how they go in the rest of the series, but this first game is over. Look at Bengi, he looks so sheepish.
Yeah, he I don't know, he kind of looks like he's like, this is the most standard draft. Actually what I feel, but that's a big confidence move. If you look at his history across his career.
Well, Lucid is going to demonstrate some early game Pantheon here as he steals away one of these Grubs. First one does go down. Xiu up here by himself right now as Dudu is going to make his way into the river. ShowMaker turning up as well, level 6 up and available. Is that a level 6 delivery here? Not quite there from ShowMaker, who is still trying to do some voodoo, as we can see. And then finally, Lucid does hit that level 6. Man drop up and available. And Beryl actually diving on forward.
Come through to slow on the way out, but doesn't go for it as Xiu is going to get ulted.
Yeah, Dudu just getting a little aggressive. Doesn't find the wall up though. Looks like Xiu might actually just kind of be okay as he throws down the ulti. Dudu hits Mini Nah, not exactly with the same amount of damage potential as, oh, there it is. Pioshik turns up in the nick of time. Shiu just going to be flashing after Dudu here, the Flame Spitter, not enough. And that is going to be first blood going over to Pioshik. Arrow connects onto Beryl. The Cocoon lands at exactly the right time. And I don't think we're repelling out of this one. Berserker, oh, okay, that was a bit cute. Not going to be enough.
Not quite enough. That was the most quintessential Shiu move in the top side there, to all in on that and go, well,
what this composition's capable of, and I'm a little bit worried that the DN Freecs are just going to kind of continue winning more, and then we don't really ever get to see it.
I do think it could work, in theory.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to get this dragon, which is pretty huge. That's going to be a third of a feat of strength for them. Tier jungler, actually, as it turns out right now. Not the one that's never been played before.
Barrel's ganking, but so's Pioshik.
Yeah.
The repel is going to come on through here. And let's see what Barrel's actually going to be able to do. The Ignite goes down. The Man Drop comes in as well. Life could be the one falling here, but this Pantheon's also in so much trouble. Bulldog turns up in the nick of time as, yep, able to get that chrono shift activated, and now half health there from Lucid. Lands the spear. My God, the damage to come out from aiming, and ShowMaker is huge. A lot of different damage sources, and yes, they're weird ones, but there's not a lot of tanking, right? As Beryl is going to demonstrate by repelling and then coming back down, but Berserker is going to tag him here. Flash out does need to be utilized, as Life taking a little bit of damage here, but Lucid as well getting targeted. Beryl now in that front line, gonna get gnawed into the wall, and Dudu taking matters into his own very large Mega Gnaw hands. As Sheer, the equalizer, not exactly connecting the way we want it to, as the arrow will land, and down will go this Rumble. DK, I mean, things were looking kind of all right, but now not so much, as Life's dead.
Yeah, that was weird, but otherwise pretty well played here from DNF. Knowing the chrono shift is on cooldown for a few more seconds and there's no res available, they're just like, we're going to go in. Barrel's in a vulnerable spot. This comp is super squishy. And they're going to look to secure the final part of these Grubs. Now, ShowMaker is going to add some poke here, and
oh, this might be,
give this up.
Yeah, feat of strength, I think, denied. And so DK still going to be holding on to the advantage as far as that is concerned. And only 1,000 gold in it as well, especially that one around the dragon fight is kind of etched into my mind. So we'll see how he does go here. As, all right, Lucid going to turn up. There's the flash forward. Not quite in stun range, but there it is. Just a flash required. And as I say it, the cast of blessings will rain down as Shiu gets his first kill of the game.
Have Prio walking towards this comp. Like, show me, Dplus. I'd like to learn something here.
Well, I think what you do is you throw a cocoon and hope it hits someone. As Beryl will demonstrate. There it is, and it hits someone. The anchor also going to land onto Life here as in goes Lucid. That chrono shift still available, remember, as the equalizer once again just sort of hanging out, doing not a whole lot. But still, DNF just going to back away. And it looks like a second objective to go down here for DK, a second dragon as well for them. That will be secured.
It's unfortunately kind of a team communication issue here, I think, for DNF on this situation. Prio setup, they weren't able to execute on it, and both of these teams do have good single target blow up, and that Nautilus ain't that tanky.
Yep, but feats of strength still do go over to DNF. They are able to win the race as far as taking that first turret is concerned, so that is certainly good for them. Some beefed up shoes going to be coming in. It didn't help them out in the first go, so at all.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, so far
it's working so far, kind of.
Yeah, I do like the Grand Starfall Chrono Shift combo that they're making work. As all right, let's see how DNF can make this one happen. As putting up the wall is Lucid. Can ShowMaker actually stop him from dying? The answer is absolutely yes. Good timing there on the Chrono Shift as well. But now that is off cooldown. Rock's going down. Double seismic shove will connect. And the hook is going to be there as well. Beryl going to have to go up into the sky, but they're keeping them busy for so long. Dudu's Mini Nah now on that backline gets the hop forward. The flash out from Beryl. And they do go 1-for-1 as ShowMaker just staying alive. And the Flame Splitter is just going to cook this Nautilus.
And then this Ezreal, again, still relatively untouched. I mean, we'll watch the fight again in just a moment, but you can see the thought process again on this chrono shift. Just allow Lucid to go in. He's already tough to kill as it is because he can just turn damage off, basically. That's what Pantheon does. This is going to be a dragon take for DNF, but it's just a single Hex Tech Drake. Dplus are set up on the more important objective topside, looking like they're even going to be able to take out this topside turret as well.
Yep, Rift Herald going to come on over there as well, as Aiming was the one that picked that one up. A little bit perplexing that he was the one that did get there, but it looks like we're going to be heading down looking for another charge.
You know, oftentimes wants to just go W and auto that turret even with no minions there, but he thinks better of it. Waits, takes it out safely now.
I like that.
Life's been having such a rough time in this game. Like I said, whoever has vision really rules the map. Shiu in trouble, though.
Yep, Rock's going down here as the equalizer just going to be thrown through. The flash over the shove is kind of cute, but Shiu is likely still going to... Never mind! Underneath the turret, and he dodges the drill. Will he be able to dodge more, though? That's the question as the scrap shield comes in, and then the, threaded volley will just kill him. Man drop coming down here as the Grand Skyfall delivers Lucid, and Bulldog is dead.
Well, this is going to be a time buy here for Bulldog, I guess, for his team to get more vision topside. Looking for Barrel, and he will get away.
True.
But,
and with Atakan's been alive for quite some time now. They do have everyone grouped up there towards that top side. Just bleeding turrets here, as you can see, towards that bottom side of the map. And so DK just going to pull the trigger. Lucid and ShowMaker up here starting this one off, all 5 members in position.
Voodoo does not have Meganar. He has TP, though.
All right, down to 50%. And remember, this is all about the smite. You get that smite, you get the extra life, and it doesn't matter about an ensuing fight at all. Let's see whether Lucid can make that one happen. Arrow going to be collected there by aiming. Seismic Shove gets cleansed as Shiwu not going to be surviving this time around, and now Lucid's going to need a chrono shift if he wants to live. This is a dangerous Atakan this time around, as now Bulldog fighting against aiming this triple shove on the back end, and he almost wins the 1v1 at the same time. Absolutely absurd. There's DNF being able to pick themselves up the Atakan buff as well, as they will be sent home, but it does not really matter. They got what they came for.
That they're going to lose a few more of these Atakan buffs as Berserker.
Yep, Berserker is dead. Shiu going to turn up. There's an equalizer. That one placed kind of beautifully. I think he took what I said personally, as he's just going to melt the Vi as well. Oh, Bulldog regretting that particular summoner spell decision. And he will be sent back to the fountain, having a little bit of trouble keeping track of who still has theirs. But yeah, he might be sent home. Yeah, sent into the brush first, but now he is told to recall.
Yeah, we're going to have to go into the replay to see why they made that call, because Bulldog died before they got Atakan, so he still actually had the buff when he came in, so I get the idea there, but now you've just lost basically all your buffs except lives, and the Baron is going to D+. I mean, Bulldog's trying his best to change that reality, but he's going to need to hit a little bit more poke.
Yeah. And ShowMaker's flashing forward, looking for Bulldog. Seismic Shove, going to connect onto aiming. He has to be chrono shifted, as now Life under half health. Bulldog is just sniping them out of this one, as Lucid soaking that damage really nicely. Will get sped up, gets out of there. Dudu flashing over, he's got that Meganar, but he's still gonna die before it even goes off. There is the cease and desist from Goshik. There's a Vault Breaker as well. The chain CC is good, but Lucid is just better. Shiu layers the damage. It is a cacophony. It's a disaster, but it's so fun to watch.
But aiming does get the chrono shift off here. If he dies here on the follow-up, then this is a one fight for DNF, because he survives and does so much damage in this follow-up. Dudu also a little bit overzealous on the engage timing here. Doesn't quite have his Meganar and is cocooned before he can use it. If he can hit that, it's a different story as well.
Well, he's also dead. As aiming's going to be able to pop on over, grabs the auto attack, and Life is now getting cooked as well. Yeah, the Elise is dead, but do we really, were we expecting anything different there, as Life is going to be able to hook his way out? The equalizer not really doing too much, but the positioning was better that time around. As DK with the Baron, they're going to look to push towards this top side. They'll be able to take down this inner turret and continue the aggression.
Man, it's really just salt in the wounds here for DNF. I mean, they had so many desperate wins and then overextended to giving D+ back the game. The Baron goes over. Now they've lost this wonky composition. And we'll go 1-1 in the group. And it's like, you know, you felt so good about coming into this draft. You had your own robust draft. You're like, oh, D+ draft's a little bit silly. We can outplay this. And then you made some really clutch plays on the Talia. You had some nice arrows. Everything is looking fine.
Oh, 100%. Like losing to this comp?
Yeah. Especially with some of the really miraculous plays they've had. And they played the map so well too.
Yeah, and I don't want to say like something like it's cheesy or something like that, because these are picks that all of these players wanted to play in this instance. It's something that they've obviously been scrimming. Like the way Lucid and ShowMaker are playing together on this Zillion Pantheon, as we're going to see demonstrated right here. Diving underneath this inner turret, Goshik looking to try and defend, but watch, ShowMaker's just going to say, nah, he lives this. And the depth charge comes on through. Shia going to be able to go golden as aiming finishes off the turret. Look at these health bars. They're so incredibly low. Beryl's dead again, but that's exactly what he wanted.
Yeah, I mean, they still have Baron buff, so that's not enough just to kill the Elise here. They've kind of captured my heart. Like, they're a team I really want to root for. Hold up.
Well, they're going to kill Beryl. Yeah, doesn't get to
9 deaths.
use repel. 9 deaths is exactly the amount that Beryl should be on these injuries checked out. So it's fine. That's why he's allowed to do this. That's why he has 2 of those items as well. And then they fight around the dragon instead because it's a little bit less dangerous as Beryl getting the information that he can. As he dashes forward, that cocoon was phenomenal, the double bomb! And before Bulldog can do anything, he is just dead. As Beryl says, yeah, I've died 9 times, but your nexus is still gonna explode.
Beautiful play from Beryl, and I think they've won it now.
Okay, Shiu, the walking barbecue underneath the inhibitor turret is now they're just diving in. The turret will be taken down, aiming to full health. And he is going to take down life first. Berserker running for the fountain. Dudu not given that luxury. And yeah, there are Drakes available, there are Barons available, but there's also a Nexus to destroy and things to do back home as DK are looking for the 2-0.
That's it. The top inhibitor going to go down a second time here as Lucid is going to go for one more celebration.
It is Starfallen time. And he doesn't, I thought you were going to go straight onto the fountain. That would have been a whole lot more fun. As aiming, looking to try and kill Berserker on his fountain.
Well,
as DK, like this is a statement start to this LCK Cup as the equalizer is in there. And ever since I gave Shiu a little bit of flack for his equalizers, the rest of them were great.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.